What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Cadillac Cartoons, and today I'm going to show you how to color a leopard skin print pattern with Copic markers. So the Copic colors you'll need for this video are YR23, YR24, YR27, E37, and I'm using a black Copic marker. For this video I'm using 110. If you have 100 that could also work, but for this video I'm using 110. So those are the Copic colors you'll need for this video. But as you can see on my Canson Bristol paper here, you can see that I have one of my original characters here, and she's wearing a dress. I didn't color the dress in, but that's what we're going to be using these Copic markers for. I'm going to show you how to color a leopard skin prints. And the reason I have all these other parts colored is because by the end of this video, when I finish coloring the leopard skin prints, you can see a finished and finalized illustration. So with that being said, let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take my base color, which is YR23, and just color in the dress like so. So we're going to give color to the dress. And by adding this base color, I'm providing the other markers, these markers, with the wet layer to work on top of. So that way later on, it's not so hard when I go to blend. So it's best to blend Copic markers while they're wet, so that way they can blend easily into each other. Whereas if you wait for it to dry, then you'll have to wet the ink up again, and you'll end up using a lot more ink out of the marker that you're trying to blend with, and you don't want to do that. So that's why we want to blend these markers while they're wet. However, if markers do dry and you want to apply another marker on top of it, you can use it to prime your colors. But I'll make another video about that. But anyways, we color the dress with our YR23. And now I'm going to go in with my dark color, which is E37. And I'm just going to use this color to add shades. Like the shades are towards the right of my drawing. Right? So that's where I'm going to be applying this dark color here, to the right hand side of my drawing. And like a lot of the shades, they will be right here on the arm, and then on the body as well. It's okay if I went outside the lines like that, but we can blend that out with the other colors. Alright, and then a little bit of a cast shadow made by the arm here. So let's add some E37 down here too. Alright, and now from there we can work backwards. So since E37 is my darkest color, I'm now going to go in with my second darkest color, which is YR27, and begin to blend this E37, this darkest color, in with the base color. But of course we're not going to use just this marker, because we also have another mid-tone, which is YR24. So after we finish applying this color, we can go into YR24 I meant. But like I said, we can treat this as a mid-tone, so we don't just have to apply this color to where the shaded regions are. We can also apply it to the other side of my drawing, which is right here. Like so. But definitely apply this color to where the shades are to help blend those out. Alright, and now that you got those blended out, we can put that mid-tone away. And now let's go in with my YR24. And we can apply this color to everywhere we applied the YR27, or our second mid-tone, to help blend that out. And what's good about this is that it covers more areas That way when I go back in with my base tone to blend it all together, I don't have to color with it as much, you know? Alright, now done applying that, let's go in with our base color, YR23, and blend everything back together. And like I was saying, we don't have to color that many areas with this base color now that we covered more area with my midtones and my dark tones. Alright, and there we go. We have the dress completely colored. So, these first three colors, YR23, 24, and 27, we don't need anymore, so we can put those away. And now, to add the spots on a leopard skin print, we're going to be using E37, the same shade we used to color this area and these areas down here, the same shade that we used, and this black marker, right? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our E37, and I'm just going to create some spots all around the dress. And you could really use your left hand for that, but I'm not going to. But close to where you applied the shade, you might not be able to see it, but that's what the black marker is for. We can use the black and like go around that spot here. Spoiler alert. But yeah, with the E37, we're just going to create some spots here and there. It doesn't really matter where they are, as long as they're within the dress, obviously. And then I made a mistake over here earlier, so I'm definitely making a spot over here. And these spots, they don't all have to be the same size, so kind of apply different sizes too. Like I made this one big, but you don't want to make them huge, you know, just like make one small and then make one bigger than that, kind of. But yeah, freelance it, kind of. Like I said, you can use your left hand for that. But also you can make spots with the black marker too, so you can also leave some room for black spots too. Black spots will probably be over here where the shades are, but you know, you can apply those wherever as well, just like we're doing with this brown marker. But now that we're finished with that, we can now take our black marker and just begin to create an outline for each of these black spots that we made. And again, you can use your left hand for this as well. They don't have to be super round like a perfect circle. Like I said earlier, you can just like freelance it if you want. Like that. And then I'm just gonna apply just a random black spot right here. And when you make these black outlines, you can have a couple dots inside like this. So you can make a black spot. It doesn't have to be complete either, so like this one is kind of an open shape. That's okay. Something like that. And then if some spaces do seem empty, you can go in with your black marker and make like a small spot, right? Like this area here that's empty. And then apply sort of a jagged contour line around these brown spots. And then since these brown spots, or at least in my drawing, are kind of big, we can use this black marker to make smaller spots too. So that still looks nice. Alright, making that a closed spot. Some spots on the end too. And then right here where I screwed up earlier, well, made a smudge, so I didn't do that intentionally. But yeah, I applied a spot there. And then if you want, you can take this black marker and make like small dots, like just a dab, like that. And do that here and there if you want. But it's not required, but you can, it's still an option to make this dress look good. And speaking of look good, this is what my original character looks like after we finished coloring in her leopard skin printed dress. So for now, I'm going to quickly apply that same pattern to this headband and scrunchie, and we're going to come back and see what all of it looks like. Alright, so I finished coloring in the headband and this little scrunchie here, and now you can see that both of these go along with the dress because, you know, they have the same pattern. And there you go, that is how we color a leopard skin print with Copic markers. So if you liked the video or if you found it useful, give it a like and a comment. Subscribe if you haven't, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an upload. And I'll see you in my next video.